What's good, superstars? Back with another VeVe video. You got Superstar Joe. You got the Superstar fam in the building. How's it going, fam? Bam, 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 bam. You guys are still too slow. We've been doing this every single day for over 2 years. That's why I got such great reflexes. The camera can't even keep up. It's too blurry. But guys, if you are new here, you're just finding the channel, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know when we post some VeVe content for your faces. You can also become a superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. Hit the join button underneath the video. You enter it into all the giveaways, all the fun stuff that we do in the channel. You get one of those stars next to your name. You level up the longer you hold on to it. I mean, we are at some secret rare superstars right now, looking to get our first super duper rare superstars, and we cannot wait to see who gets there first. It's going to be a lot of fun. Also, follow us on X, follow us on Instagram, but join our Discord. We have a channel for everything. There's a VeVe channel over there. If you want to talk about any of the upcoming VeVe drops, any of the new things that they're unrolling, that they're releasing, like MCP, like we're going to be talking about in this video. There's been a lot of chatter over there. People were talking about how many points were they going to use on today's drop. So it was a great place to be. Definitely make sure you're in the Discord. The link is in the description. But if you're into any of the other projects that we cover or any other projects that you are in, I mean, someone asked for a Starbucks Odyssey chat. Made a Starbucks Odyssey chat. I mean, it's very easy to do. And then there's people who are into those projects, and there's chats happening all the time. Very, very, very important, I think, if you're in this space, that you join the Discord and speak to others who are into the same stuff as you are. The other thing I want to talk to you guys about is last week we did a couple giveaways for our fanny pack collection, and we did it for the gold and the black and white fanny packs, and now we have to do some giveaways for the blue and the pink. So if you did do this drop, I just let you guys know quickly because we have not forgot about it. The blue and the pink, if you had a blue or a pink, you're going to be into a giveaway, 1 out of 150. There's going to be a couple things that we give away there. It's not just going to be one draw, but 150 people. I think it's actually less than that because drop only sold 70-80%. So it'll be whatever percentage. We have all the numbers, and then whoever has a gold, a blue and a pink, which is a very exclusive club. I think the list is like under 20 people. And that will be drawn for physical giveaways. So we have a bunch of stuff that's physical that we want to give away. So if you were able to procure a blue and a pink, you are going to be entered into the physical giveaway. But if you have a pink or a blue, you're going to be entered into a couple digital giveaways, which will be a lot of fun. So we're going to see who wins some of that stuff. And then following all this draw stuff, I'm putting together that list for the Star Boys, because half of the proceeds from the drop that we did for the fanny packs is going back to Star Boys holders. That list has been procuring. I got to go through one by one, and I'm almost done that list. So that's going to be something that comes out soon. And you're going to be seeing Matic airdrop into your wallets. That's the easy part. The hard part was figuring out who had what, because some people have their profiles on private, but I found a little bit of a workaround, and we got that to happen. So yeah, definitely happy to be doing that. Hashtag soon. And then the one for February, it should be right away. And then the one for March should be right away, because now I have the lists all procured. It was more finding out who was private and who was not. So we're going to go into the Twitter news quickly here, and it's a lot of fun. Yesterday, big time video of Cryptoids. Why the doubters are wrong about Cryptoids. We did a big video, deep dive into the Cryptoids project. A lot of sentiment around it, maybe not the best right now. So we'll definitely wanted to talk about it and show why we do not agree with everybody on this. The VeVe fam, right? Let me get into this a little bit. The VeVe fam, we love the VeVe fam, all right? 99% of our friends in this space came from VeVe, our VeVe fam. There is amazing people in this space, great people in this space, and people who only want to see everything move forward, understand critical concerns, understand what we do at this channel, and voicing our opinion, voicing all this stuff. Then you have a group of people who just want to tear things down and bring things down, and it is what it is. That's you cannot change that. I mean, we choose to interact with who we interact anyways, and at this point, if we don't interact with you, it's not anything against you. We just don't want to have that negative vibe or that negative feel around the channel. But we do interact with most people, and I think it's good for the space. I think it's good to talk and air your grievances. And if you don't like crypto, that's cool. If you don't like that we talk about it, that's cool too. You don't have to click the video. You don't have to comment on the stuff. But a lot of people choose to do that. Like they choose to throw shade or do whatever you got to do in terms of that. And that's cool too. I mean, someone said you give knocks, you take knocks. I mean, we're here for it. So bring it on. But we definitely believe in cryptos wholeheartedly. Before we were ambassadors, 13, 14 videos on the channel talking about the exact same things we're talking about now. We see what they're able to bring to the space. So very excited for what they're building over there. We're going to leave it at that. But I mean, VeVe fam, there's a lot of you guys out there that we really, really love and don't want to tie it in with all the people who try to bring it down. So very cool stuff happening at Cryptoid. Speaking of cool people in the VeVe fam, we got Salsa Cash. I mean, if you guys don't remember, he won a giveaway for one of his videos. Very, very creative is the word with his showroom. Look at this. He's got the Darth Vader TIE fighters, and he's got now the new troopers in front of him. So, I mean, very, very artistic. This could be like a poster in a movie. Like, we might start seeing VeVe collectibles on movie posters that were created by VeVe fam like Salsa Cash. I mean, this is the level of creativity that these guys are starting to do. I wish, like, I guess in the VeVe verse, you'll be able to do it where you can make it dark. You can put like the stars in the background, kind of like more Star Warsy vibes. But I mean, the thought process here, taking picture from the back, it reminds me of the movies. So shout out to Salsa Cash, always doing amazing artwork. Happy Friday, everyone. It is Friday. It's a lot of fun. Everyone loves Fridays because now you got the weekend. So, I mean, very excited for that. This did not even drop for our video about the toys. So, I mean, this just speaks for itself. They are working. They're cooking. If they are quiet, it does appear that they have been doing some stuff in the background. This is like almost like a area where they're testing out the toys in some kind of a game. So, I mean, what's to come from these guys? You can only imagine what the sky's the limit when it comes to that. And I hope to see something similar to this in VeVe with some of their collectibles. I mean, we all know the Marvel Mighties are one of they almost got kind of similar vibes to Cryptoid. So maybe because they're all kind of similar in shape and size, it's something that they'll be able to rig and put into some type of games like this. Maybe Cryptoids will kind of lead the way and show what works, what doesn't, and then VeVe can like double, triple down with their extra capital from all the drops that they sell and maybe do something like that if Marvel would get behind it. So we'll see how the future plays out. But I mean, that's why we love covering other projects. We see what is possible in the space, and then the projects that we love could maybe go and replicate or support and do something similar. So that's the good thing about these other projects. Another project that we're into, this is more for physical fans. If you are a physical collector and you're not looking into Grail Game, what are you doing? Mystery boxes, basically. You open up a mystery box. They got different themes. This one here is going to be PSA cards, sports PSA cards. So, I mean, you've got Patrick Mahomes and Brock Purdy. I think these are both rookie cards. Panini Prism and Panini. So it looks like these might be the Brock Purdy and the Mahomes rookie cards. Yeah, you got the rookie card there. So some pretty big hitters. Obviously, Mahomes is working on being in a dynasty right now, going for his third Super Bowl, and Brock Purdy up and coming. He's been killing it the last couple of years. So definitely something that if you are a physical collector, this is cards. They also have Funko Pops. They've had CGC Comics. A superstar in the Discord won the top hit Iron Man 55 from their CGC comic book box. So it was pretty cool. The cool thing about it is if you win something you don't like, you can throw it back in and get a credit. It's obviously not going to be the same as the box price, but some of them might be more. Actually, if you hit something a little bit better, but you don't really vibe with it, you get a little bit back or more back, but some of them you get less. And it's a game, and you just play. That's why I call it Grail Game. It's a game. You're trying to hit the top hits, and it's a lot of fun. They have a really cool Funko one out right now. It had a Patrick Mahomes rare Funko Pop in there, and that one's pulled already, but there was I think the top hit is still available, and there's a bunch of top hits in there. So if you're into Funko, it's pretty cool. And also, if you want, you can get an extra 500 coins using the code Superstar500 as your referral code, and whenever you make a deposit, you will get 500 coins. If you just join, they're going to give you 250 coins with no code whatsoever. So you can play. I think there's a game for a Lorcana super rare card, which goes for like a couple $1,000 if you are able to hit that. But anything else, if you do make a deposit, the minimum is $20. And if you do make a deposit, use Superstar 500, you're going to get an extra 500 in your account. So it just helps towards playing more games. And then if you don't like what you get, recycle it. And it's just a lot of fun. Like a lot of people who are doing it. I mean, that chat's been popping on the Discord as well. So it looks like a lot of people are having fun over there right now, US only. But if you can figure out a way to get your stuff shipped to the US and then shipped to you, I think you can work around it. VeVe. So this is kind of in line with the title of the video. MCP priority bidding. Fun fact, the average successful bid was 42,000 points. So average, it's not minimum. I kept thinking in my head it was minimum, but the average successful bid was 42,000 points. So maybe the lowest successful bid would be a good metric to have, kind of just to give the fam a little bit of insight on how much they might need to bid on an upcoming drop. I think that would be a good thing for people to know. But really liking the transparency of the successful bid. And I think it would be cool, like I said there, to see it in the app. So after the drop, it says, look, you bid this much. This was the minimum to get in. And you kind of put together your own metrics. So I think that maybe is almost a must at this point. It's obvious that they're able to track it. So I think that'd be cool to see. If you did not know, if you're a McFarlane, this is not a McFarlane drop. If this ended up in your wallet, please do not click it. Please do not do anything with it. It seems to be a scam, and it was airdropped to some community members on OpenSea. These are the risks with some of the Web3 space. You're going to get a lot of nefarious actors. You have to know your project that you're in. McFarlane, they tweeted about it. They said, we will let you guys know if you're going to be seeing any airdrops. They will always announce it. So make sure you're staying in tune with the official channels. Make sure it's an official channel. Check the followers. Check like where it's coming from. Make sure people you know are following. Make sure that you're like they're following. Like if they're following you, whatever. Like make sure it's legit and don't fall for this stuff. I mean, this is obviously never been seen on McFarlane. They've never talked about it. So if this appears in your wallet, be aware. All right, that type of thing. Flickplay, they had a live stream today. Nick Webb killing it every Friday. Every single Friday, he's giving away diamonds. I mean, it's pretty simple right now. Very small audience over there. If you want to win some diamonds, you can start going for some of their drops. They got Baby Shark over there. They got Bratz coming. So you can start to rake in some diamonds pretty easily if you go join these live streams. And then you're going to win some NFTs, or you can go spend them on some NFTs and use them in a social setting like the TikTok of NFTs. So just trying to share that with you guys, because if you want to do that, you can use something to try and get some free stuff. This was pretty cool. So shout out Kid Arcade for posting this. I don't know how legit this is, if it's real or not, but and I also don't know how it would feel if my doctor was using a Vision Pro and he was doing brain surgery or whatever he's doing over here. So pretty incredible times that we are in. And if this does make it easier and more successful, then I'm all for it. But just something about someone wearing a goggle, which is not really transparent, using cameras on the outside, and then working on my brain, that doesn't quite sit well with me right now. Maybe for like doing some kind of inspection or figuring out things. But I mean, this is where the future is, though. This is the future. And if they're able to dial it in and make it exactly to the millimeter, then maybe at that point. But right now, at the gates, I mean, a week into Vision Pro being in existence, I don't know how I feel yet about that. You guys let me know in the comments how you feel. Bones gave his thoughts on the, I guess, that trailer or whatever it was about the gaming on Cryptoids. So definitely go check it out. Bones, up and coming creator, very enthusiastic, must follow in my opinion, must subscribe, and just add another creator to your list, your playlist. I know you go through it at night, you're lying in bed, you're watching all your favorite creators. Bones should be on that list. Yep. And here's the behind the scenes. Rob retweeted it again afterwards, I guess. Pinnacle. We haven't talked about Pinnacle this entire video. They have come out with some Valentine's Day pins. So pretty cool. And they all seem to be the ones that you can spin around and magic reveal. So you spin them around and the little video pops up. I've not seen the videos yet. I guess we will find out. But this is coming out on next Wednesday, the 14th. So if you do like that, a little bit of a different art style when it comes to the Star Wars characters, but a lot of fun. I like what they're doing over at Pinnacle, and they're just killing their sell. I mean, the last limited edition, the New Year, the Lunar New Year sold out in like 20 minutes, half an hour, something like that, for $50. People say it's too expensive, but yet people still buy. We have not bought a limited edition pin yet. We are waiting for the right one. I mean, that's expensive for us. It's like 70 US Canadian. So we got to wait. We have to wait for the right edition. But I mean, people are banking on it. They really love what Dapper's doing. And I mean, I can't blame them. They've been killing it with All Day. They've been killing it with Top Shot. So maybe some of these people are in those projects and they just know what to expect. We're going to find out, I guess, as it comes soon. Bones. I just told you about Bones posting some breaking news. $29.99 for the Apprentice Mickey 3,000 editions. That is what it is going to be. So I'll learn some questions about that when they first announced this. Now those details are out. Blister packs you can buy directly. I'm assuming it's just going to be on the homepage. So definitely, if you are looking into a Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey, if you didn't see, DB Crypto did an unboxing of the Grail version, and incredible. The book floats. It's like, I need this. We're going to be buying this. No questions asked if we're able to get one. And I think we will be. And if you want to buy any cryptos, if you're going to be buying Mickey, please go through our link. We have a link at the top of our X page, and it's an affiliate link. So we get a little bit of kickback, but it's a lot of fun. And if you're not into cryptos, chill out, wait for a marketplace to come out. A lot of people are in that boat too, and that's cool too. You have to be happy with whatever you are doing and do your research. Make sure that it's something that you enjoy. Okay, MCP. Let's talk about MCP because obviously it's big news in the VeVe fam. A lot of buzz around it. It just finally activated like a couple weeks ago, where you are able to use the MCP points. Want to wait it out. Want to make sure everything is working well, and it seems that it is. So that is cool. I don't know if today there was a little bit of a bump in the road or not, but I don't know. I was hearing some rumbling, but I didn't go for the drop. But I do like that it's working, and it does seem to be a pretty overall happy sentiment around the MCP points. A lot of people are talking about it, and that's good news. So excited to see some utility for MCP, because that means that there's some utility for OMI that's stored in the app, because now you're storing your OMI to build up your MCP, and then you can use that MCP to bid on drops, and an allocation of that drop is for MCP holders. So coming to fruition, delivering on promises, VeVe, that's what we like to see. Now that you have a different dynamic though in the VeVe app, we have to kind of figure out how are we going to play, like how are we going to make this work for our benefit? What is the best ways to take advantage of this new MCP program and the new ways to go for drops and collectibles? Because these things change all the time. I mean, we used to have a button that used to smash in a certain location. VeVe Vault was great at telling us how to do that. Now the game is changing up a little bit. Now it's a numbers game. It's more of a figure out what you should bid. Should you bid? Are you going for this drop? So I think for this, everyone's going to have a little bit of a different strategy. It's not a one size fits all, because it's going to depend on how much you like something. It's going to depend on your risk tolerance, a lot of things like that when it comes to MCP. The first thing though is getting MCP points. And I mean, we've said this before, we've done tons of videos on it, but I need to show off again, VeVe set list. I know the community is very familiar now, but VeVe set list, there's a learn tab on the top right, and you can go here, and there are a bunch of videos about MCP, which some are outdated, some are still valid. I mean, the overall idea MCP and that article is pretty much, I think MCP might be one of the things that VeVe has kind of not really changed over time in terms of how many MCP points per comic, how many things you get for doing stuff, and how much, like, I think that's one thing that they've kind of stuck to and not really separated from. So you've got lots of great creators here. You got Flynn, you got Vault, Foster, Hilt was doing them, Sleeping Comics, VeVe and 3. You got, I mean, that's an OG video. He's on the team now. VeVe Vision, where are you guys? Where is VeVe Vision? Come back. We want to see some more VeVe Vision. But then you got these other guys, these superstar money guys. I don't know who they are, but they're all over this page. So it definitely looks like they know a lot about MCP or been posting a lot about MCP. So definitely highly recommend you go and check out some of these videos. This may be your starting point. Go to VeVe Setlist, go to Learn tab, watch a bunch of these videos. And like I said, a lot has changed, but a lot hasn't changed. You got Sleeping Comics in here too. I mean, one of the most knowledgeable guys in the space. So you know that he's on top of it. So the other thing is you got a couple other tabs here. You got sets, you got comics, and you got collectibles. There are different, so let's just go into sets, for example. There are different amounts of points per set, and it's all determined at the time of the drop, because you know how many pieces are, you know, secret rare, ultra rare. It's all based off that original article. So a lot of these videos, like I said, very, very relevant. What you want to do is you want to sort by dollars per MCP. So if you sort by dollars per MCP, it's going to tell you basically the cheapest bang for your buck if you're trying to build out your MCP per day. Okay, that's what the whole game is. If you're trying to level up your ranks and all that stuff too, obviously you want to have more MCP. If you're trying to be the most efficient with MCP, you don't care what you're collecting. You sort by dollars per MCP. You go to sets, then you go to comics, dollars per MCP. Go to collectibles, dollars per MCP, and you are going to. So some of them will not be accurate if the drop has not happened yet. So Lunar New Year Dragon not out yet doesn't. So that means that, or if it's not updated on time, you got to make sure that drop has been updated, and then it's accurate. So Snow Globes seems like it might be the best bang for your buck. Snow Globes, Snowman, USPS. So it's a stamp, $1.72 per MCP point. You also got to make sure that you read the article, because the VeVe article has if you're allowed to stack or not, right? So when you start stacking comics, for example, anything beyond uncommon. So commons and uncommons, you can stack and get the same amount of MCP points. But if you're stacking rares, you will get less MCP points for the second one and the less MCP points for the third one, et cetera, et cetera. So make sure you read that article as well. It'll let you know your boundaries, right? It's not just stack as many of the same rare comic. It doesn't work like that. So definitely come over here, check out these things. Dollar per MCP point. Go read the VeVe article. Know what you're buying. If you don't care about what you are buying, like if you have an MCP budget and say this is just for MCP, that's the way to do it. Go dollars per MCP, buy it up like that. I've done it multiple times. Because of the delays, I have been burned because rare comics used to be like $30, $40. So I've been in and out of that stuff. I haven't taken the whole loss, but I have taken losses waiting for MCP to come out, which is fine. Again, it's a risk. We didn't know when things were coming out. We just knew what to expect, and we were trying to be early and trying to figure it out. But at the same time, same rules apply right now. Now it is out, and if you want to build up your bag, this would be the way that I would do it if I'm going to be trying to accumulate MCP points. So now we accumulate MCP points. Now we have this bag of MCP points, 300,000, 400,000, million MCP points. What do we do from here? How much are we buying? How much are we spending? We have to have a plan, okay? We have to have a plan. And now we planned how we're getting our points. Now we're getting our points every day, same amount of points every day. Depending if you're buying and selling things, you're going to get a little bit more because you're being active in the market. That stuff counts too. So you can try and play around that, buy something, sell something every day. If you do that daily, you're going to get a little bit extra points every day. And it adds up, especially when it comes to daily MCP points, because those numbers are very high. If you have the bankroll to keep buying something every day, then you're gonna be rewarded with that extra bonus. If you complete sets, all this stuff, right? So definitely, like I said, go check out the VeVe set list. But now, how am I spending my points? I think there's so many different things that VeVe drops, and there's a lot of tempting things, and there's a lot of hype in Twitter, and there's a lot of FOMO that happens on VeVe. And if you go for everything, you're gonna go through your MCP points so fast, and then you're gonna have no MCP points, and you're gonna be crying in the corner when a drop that you actually really wanted comes out. So have a plan. Make sure. What I would do is I would make a list and I would say, like, okay, what IP do I really want? For us, it would be something Disney related. So I would say, listen, if it's not a Disney drop, I'm not doing it. I don't care what the heck is happening. Unless then it would have to be something that I really want that's not Disney, and it would just have to be something that I really want. I'm not just going to go for it because the crowd's going for it. I'm not just going to go for it because it's scarce. There's got to be, there's got to be rules in place. So IP would be the first thing that I look at. Next thing would be utility. So now that I'm pigeonholed myself to either IP or utility, I wait for the VeVe article and I see what they're providing. If it's going to be a physical or something like that I really like, and if you land the drop, you get the physical. I'll get more into that. That might be something that I go for. If it's going to be a Disney drop that's super exclusive, super rare, that might be something that I go for. The other thing I think that you have to understand, and we kind of alluded to it earlier, was we have to know previous bids or previous successful bids. So VeVe kind of give you a little bit of an insight into the average MCP points, not the minimum, but the average MCP points that it took to win the Tokidoki drop today, around 42,000. So now you know, okay, if I have 500,000 and this Tokidoki drop, which was a pretty small drop, I think it was like 1,200, 1,100 editions overall. It took, and then a portion for MCP, there's like 40% for MCP and 60%. One of the, I think it's 40% for MCP allocation. So let's say around 400 editions. The average was 42,000. So you can take with that what you will, but I think the minimum number would be better to have. But anyway, you have to start to build this database in your head, and maybe Bravos Assassin could make another tab here, or have another column on his chart and say this is how much was the MCP required to win this drop, and then you kind of have another data point. So start to learn the market. So right now we're super early. It's going to be a lot more inefficient because we don't know what people are willing to spend in terms of this stuff. I guess as things come and go, there's going to be things that are more sought after. It's going to require more points. Obviously, it's never going to be a perfect science. But if you go in blind and you just say, okay, I'm going to put in 7,000 points, and then the winning bid is 1,000, you just wasted 6,000 points, right? You got to kind of have tabs on that and try and be as efficient as possible when it comes to how much points you're going to spend. So now you know what you want to buy. You know kind of how many points you want to spend when you get those two metrics together. Now you go on to I mean, and this is going to depend, obviously, if VeVe keeps disclosing how many points it took, which I think would be a good thing for everybody. So, and I think they'll do it. Also, don't put yourself against the 8-ball. So now let's say that they come out with a drop like today's drop, Tokidoki. Personally, if it was a Disney drop and it was done like this, I wouldn't use my points. And let me explain. They came out with 2 variants. One was super duper rare, super duper scarce, 88 editions. The other one was like 1,000 editions. I know that I'm only going to have a 5% chance at hitting that gold one. If I'm going for this drop to hit the gold one, I'm not going to use my points at all because I have a 60% allocation still where I can go for it without using points and have a chance, same percentage wise, of getting that gold variant. I understand that I get another chance at the MCP allocation if I get the right amount of points in there. But regardless, if my points are successful, my percentage remains the same to hit that very, very scarce. I think it was like 5% on today's drop. Like, why am I going to go and throw away 40, 50,000 points? And then I land the common, which is not what I want, which I'm going to sell for a loss. Like, to me, it doesn't make sense. So for me to use my MCP points, I want to ensure that there is one variant that I'm chasing. Let's say it's going to be a statue of AF-15's cover. And that's something that everybody wants, super scarce, only 200 editions. That's coming out. That might be something that I use my MCP points on because it's only one variant. If I hit, I am going to get the item that I am after. That might be something I use my MCP points on. And the cool thing that I noticed, and this is one thing that I think has changed from the original MCP article, is that if you bid and you are not successful, you get your points back. I thought you used to only get 90% back. Verify for me in the comments. Did you only get 90% back if you were not successful, or did you get 100% of your points back? Has there been an update on that? Has there been clarity? I haven't seen anything. So to me, I think it would still be 90% comeback. But if you guys know for certain that you didn't lose any points at all, please let me know in the comments. But if you're not sure, please don't say for sure that you know, because I want to be able to provide accurate feedback. If VeVe's around, maybe they can clarify that as well. But yeah, so like I want there to be one variant, and so now I got my IP, my utility, I got my one variant. That to me successful for me to say, okay, I like everything. I want to go into this. Maybe I like the scarcity. Maybe there's some other things that I like. But I'm not just going to go for random IP, random this, random that. I wanted it to be something that I like because if there is any chance that I'm going to be losing some money on this or whatever, I want it to be something that I'm comfortable holding because I'm using these MCP points that I have been carrying for 2-3 years now, right? Like since 2021, I've been building up my MCP points. Are they accurate? Whole nother discussion. I think moving forward, maybe like my daily points probably around should be correct. But I think the fact that it's been so long and this has been building up, for me to go and throw it away on a drop that I might not even be guaranteed the thing that I'm going for, and it's going to cost me 50,000 points, I need to have the right mixture, the right formula to go for it. So you guys let me know in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. Do you guys have rules in place? This is brand new. Are you guys just winging it? Are you guys just throwing? Are you guys like MCP for your MCP? Are you Oprahing your MCP points? I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Let me know what your plan is. Do you have a plan, or is it just let's see what happens? Next best thing that comes. I'm just trying to flip, trying to make some gems. I'm okay risking 95 to 5%, throwing my MCP points away. What is the plan that you guys are doing? I want to know. But also, if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know whenever we post informative videos like this, or we have just great discussions about new little things that are on VeVe like MCP. Very, very cool. Very excited to see that. Also, become a superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. Hit the join button underneath the video. Get one of those stars next to your name and enter the giveaways tomorrow. Doing the fanny packs. Guys, hope you guys enjoy. Love you. See you in the next one. Bye.